good day, or good evening, or good night, depending on the time you eventually watch this video. I am the Captain from Afronerd Radio and Afronerd.com. Remember to like this video and subscribe if you like what Afronerd and myself, the Captain, are about to say. Now I'm going to talk about Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I'm going to give you my first impression after seeing the movie. Now let's get started. I'm going to go straight up. 151, no chaser. It's going to burn your chest. Movie sucked. Plain and simple. That's just how I feel. It totally sucked. Why did it suck? Let's get into this. First thing, first trope. The geeky, scared guy running around, that trope is tired. I'm not really interested in that anymore. A few of the geeks that I know, they'll smack you in your mouth. So I'm not really interested in that. Didn't like that. There was an opening scene in the movie where there was a man working outside. He had on his rain gear and everything else. It just looked like it was in a studio to me. You know, I wouldn't expect that from Jurassic World. That's just how my eyes are trained at this given point. That bothered me. Next thing that bothered me, the Impossible Man. Now, I like Chris Pratt, but I like Chris Pratt in Guardians of the Galaxy. He's very good at Star-Lord. You know, he's very charismatic type of individual. You have to give him something to work with and everything else. But I like my Impossible Men like Tom Cruise, which I know a lot of you don't like, but I like Tom Cruise. He is Mission Impossible. Chris Pratt here, I didn't like him as Mr. Impossible at all, as far as this is concerned. Next thing that I didn't like. Overall, the movie had a lot of tropes. It had a lot of simple-mindedness that was going on. Now, normally that works. Normally that works. It didn't work here for me at all in this one. But what I did like is Miss Bryce Dallas Howard. That I did like. She gives off that energy, that highly educated woman that knows what she's want, knows what she's doing, and I found her to be very attractive. Now we know you can't say that in 2018, but I did say it. I know you want to lock me up and everything else behind saying that, but I did say that. You understand? We're allowed to beat up Chris Pratt when he looked like the doughboy, but you can't say anything about a woman. You can't say hello. Now, that being said, should you go see the movie or not? Now, if you're a family person, slacking on your duties, you probably should take the family. You understand? Take them out, check them out. Check the movie out. Do what you do. Remember, you know, they're going to want the popcorn. They're going to want all of that good stuff that the kids like and everything else. And then you have to go to eat afterwards. So that you may have to do. But if you're a loner, stay home, watch Netflix. There's a lot much better stuff to do. That's all I really have to say at this given time. Really didn't care for it. We're going to bring in the Afronerd, the great Afronerd, to give you his opinion.
Folks, good afternoon. This is Dburt, a.k.a. the Afronerd. I'm here once again at Time Warp, courtesy of Jeff, Time Warp Comics in Hewlett, New York. And I just got back from having seen Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom. I didn't like the film. I really didn't like it. I thought that it was great to look at. It was a visual marvel. But we're beyond that now. We're in the, speaking about Marvel, keep on bringing up Marvel. Speaking of Marvel, Marvel has upped the ante. So looking at these CGI affairs, it takes more to really get me enthused. But I did see it in a IMAX 3D theater, so that was a little something. Justice Smith, we saw from The Get Down on Netflix. Marvelous actor. I was a little disappointed about how he was acting in this film. Seeing a man of color screaming and screeching like a little girl, we've seen that trope ad nauseum. So that was a problem for me. Also, you can predict throughout the whole film who the villain is going to be. You're going to be able to see the turnaround on the creatures, who's going to eat who. Some of these things we just can predict. Maybe the franchise is a little long in the tooth. I don't want to give too much away. I will also say that there is an after credit scene. So even when I mentioned Marvel, Marvel has marvelized the entire franchise with these kind of movies, because now you're looking at a dinosaur film, and they too have to have an after credit scene. So definitely stick around for the after credit scene. But again, many of the tropes were there. The look of it was just grandeur. The grandeur was on point. If you want to take your family there to see this film, I would definitely advise that. If you just want to nod out, not really think, maybe that's the purpose of these kind of films, then definitely check out A Fallen Kingdom. For me, who's been around for a minute, to have seen these films before, it's just kind of an exercise. Something else to note as well, Michael Crichton, the late Michael Crichton, who we know now from Westworld, the original Westworld, and now the second season iteration of Westworld. You see how his mind thinks, because you have a theme park for androids, and you have a theme park for prehistoric creatures. So Michael Crichton is in full effect. His estate should be very happy. Unfortunately, as a viewer, I was not. Anyway, check out Afronerd.com. Check out AfroNerdRadio.com. Check out Time Warp Comics in Hewlett, New York. That's it. See you next time. It's been real.